Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the celebration of All Hallows Eve and Dia de los Muertos with the Psychic Triad, Sun Psychic Jean and Terri Suzuki of the wonderful, mystical, magical Kigaru spiritual journeys. Okay, I'm done. That's all I could do.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, it's
Happy
so good
Halloween.
together. Yes. Yes. We're so happy to have you all with us today. And it's going to be a special broadcast. I think we're going to have some, the veil does thin at this time of the year. And, interestingly enough, I brushed up a little bit, girls, on Halloween and the origins of it in the Celtic religion of Samhain, right? And how that was at the end of, celebrate the harvest, and then it's at the end of the year. And there was a lot of, I think, fear involved in that. I think, and I kind of realized, I think they took it backwards because it was the time of winter and darkness, right? So they would do a lot of ceremonies to protect themselves from any dark spirits that would they'd come across during the winter. And I can kind of relate to that because winter around here gets pretty dark. But isn't it fascinating? I thought that was
fascinating.
Really cool. All right. Well, let's say hi to the people in the chat right now. We have got Solar Pop. Welcome. Lady Soul, Pachi D, Wiki. Welcome. And Butterfly Kisses. Nice to see you all. That's great. All right. Well, let's talk about how we celebrate. What do you do, Jean, for Halloween? And do you celebrate Dia de los Muertos?
I don't celebrate the Day of the Dead. And for Halloween, one of my favorite memories about Halloween was when we went to an adult Halloween party at my cousin's house, and my husband dressed up as Elvis. Well, my husband doesn't have any hair right here, so he put this black wig on, these big glasses, and like the white jumpsuit thing. You should see the women. Everybody was swimming around him. It was so funny. I was like, wait a minute.
All right. He found his alter ego, right?
It was the best Halloween. He would
That's
pretend like
cool.
he was playing the guitar and acting like Elvis and speaking like Elvis. It was so fun. I laughed so hard that year. It was so much fun. So
That's great.
that's what I like. But when we were kids, we just pretty much went into my mom's closet, pulled out different things and old things from stored away type of clothes, and
Yeah.
made up our own costumes.
Excellent. Love it. How about you, Terri?
Well, I live on a cul-de-sac that until about, I'd say 2 years ago, there were no kids at all. So I have my porch all dressed up, and hopefully there's going to be kids coming and getting candy. I don't really remember doing so much as an adult, but I remember as a kid, this was the best time of year because you were going to go collect all the candy you could. And I think one of my absolute favorite memories, though, is that we were out trick-or-treating and my dad took us, and we went to these little duplexes that were nearby. And actually, I remember always thinking, oh, why are we going there? That's where the grumpy lady lives. But my dad, not knowing the neighborhood like the kids do, he went and we, knocked on the door. We said, trick or treat. She, of course, had nothing because she's the grumpy old lady. But she wasn't really grumpy. So she's, oh, I don't have any candy, but I just made stew. Would you like some? So I heard she's feeding my dad stew on the porch. I always remember that. But we didn't get him. He got fed stew. So
that is really sweet. What a great story. I love it. So I have always, like you guys, I mean, Halloween, it's imagination and fantasy and play and running through the nighttime. And, we always enjoyed it. We had a lady in our neighborhood who worked for the dairy, and she gave away little cartons of chocolate milk. So every year it was a race to get to that house first before she ran out of her chocolate milk, right? Just so many wonderful things. And our family, Halloween is huge. It always has been. And my daughters took it over from me. And we are always the scariest, craziest house on the block. And we love it. Absolutely. So it's a special time of year. We also celebrate Dia de los Muertos. And we put our loved ones' photos out and put the things that they enjoyed out before them, and then we share happy memories about them and look at pictures, and that's a wonderful celebration too. So it's really going to be a great show today because I think we're going to incorporate all those things we just talked about: imagination, fantasy. We'll do some readings. And anybody out there in the chat that wants to tell us about some kind of special Halloween experience that you have, please do share. We'll put you up on the board. Okay, I'm going to come in and say hi to Periette as we heal each other. Wonderful that you have your channel. We're very excited for you. Also, I think I saw Betsy. Yes, aloha, Betsy. Nice to see you too. Lena, very nice to see you as well. And Nancy Riker, I am going to star your question right now. We've already got a few to start with, ladies. Would you like to get started?
Whenever you're ready, Terri, whenever you're ready. And Terri, you are the mystic, right? You are the mystic
I am the
tonight?
mystic in the woods, and this is my wolf, and I am the mystic reader in the woods.
The tapestry behind you is what you mean.
Yes.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
Oh,
Oh, very neat.
there.
Very neat.
There, now you
Yeah.
can see his ears.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. And
Yeah.
Suzuki, you are Minnie Mouse or the
Minnie Mouse. Yep.
or the cutest little psychic mouse, right?
And Jean, tell us who you are.
I
Yeah.
am a space cowboy.
Yeah.
And I have feathers just because, just to add a little dimension, but you can't see them because it looks like my hair. But there they are.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. Well, let's get started. What do you say? Let me get the stars up here. And we're going to start with Soda Pop. Soda Pop asks, can I please have a message from spirit guides? Okay.
So I'm just keep getting a little bit of a inkling. Soda Pop, do I know you? Do you know me personally? Are you because I don't know if somebody is maybe disguising their name. I keep thinking there's something familiar about you, Soda Pop, and I know that you said that you came from my channel, but do you know me personally? You know how like maybe a friend would disguise their name? But yeah, I'd be curious because I just got that really strong inkling. But let's see. Okay, okay,
sorry about that.
okay. You've had a reading from me before, so I do know you. I don't know the name Soda Pop, but you are familiar. Okay, great. Thank you very much for clarifying
Yes.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Soda Pop, as I'm trying to tap into your energy, I'm looking at my stage and I'm kind of hearing like a mantra, like sweetness and light, sweetness and light. I think that that your guides are talking about that you are very sweet and it's not just the soda pop handle there, that you have a way of tapping into that. But on the stage, though, I see sheep fleece. I see a lot of fleece. And I'm just going to have to go with what I first thought, because I was trying to hope that they'd say more about it, but it's kind of like, don't be fooled about the wolf in sheep's clothing. So I don't know if that, I hope that means something to you.
Well, soda pop, the first thing, the minute I started to tune in, I immediately got blue flashes. Blue flashes. So to me, that's activity and communication. So I'm wondering if you are just starting a joyous journey with your guides and communicating with them more, or maybe you're becoming aware and feeling them communicating with you. They're now they're showing me pink, which is great love for you, and that you are a loving person. That you are a loving person, and that you're sharing your love. You're cultivating your love. And they're working with you, and they're very proud of that. They're very proud of you. They're saying that there's exciting days ahead, so listen carefully, watch for the signs. The signs will be all around you. I feel like they're saying there's something exciting coming up very soon. It's like when you see the sign, you'll be like, "That's it." That's what I'm feeling. It's like, "That's it." It's a very exciting time in your life, Soda Pop. Okay, I think that's it. Ooh.
It's wonderful.
Ah, yeah, got chills on that one.
So, Soda Pop, I am just picking up a couple of different random things. I see caramel colored fur, almost like the color of a lion, but it seems more like maybe a puppy or something. Some caramel colored fur, like a nice tan, warm tan colored fur. And it seems like a short haired kind of fur. And then I also saw a portal. I saw a portal kind of spiraling around above your head, and it was like stars spiraling around, but it was maybe like 30 feet above your head, and there's this portal orbiting around your head, and I believe that you do um, maybe go through this portal. You travel through this portal. You travel through the stars.
Wow.
And that you're yeah, you live in two worlds, Terry Lee, remember? That's one of your favorite
Walking in two
sayings, is that
worlds.
you live in
Yes.
two worlds.
Wow,
So,
that's great.
congratulations. I think that's really, really beautiful, but that's all I'm getting right now. I'm sorry there's not
That
more.
is great. Well, Soda Pop says, yeah, it means something to me. So we're glad that you resonated with that, and thank you very much for your question. All right. Okay, Lady Soul. Hello, Lady Soul. Can I please have a message? It's been a very challenging week for me and my hubs. Will his past continue to disrupt our relationship? Okay.
I love your new icons, Lady Soul. It's absolutely gorgeous. And what I'm hearing is this is a an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you both, and it's an opportunity to strengthen the relationship and to kind of unite as a team, merge forces, and be united. And it's a it's an opportunity for you two to grow and stand together.
I
That
get
life, yeah.
go
So go ahead. No, just that life will bring you these challenges, and by you presenting a united front will help to deal and work through whatever it is that is challenging you. Go ahead, Terry.
and I get almost very similar reading to Jean, that this is an opportunity to spread ever greater love. That when these challenges come up, you can spread love to your husband, but you can spread love to the other parts that are bothering this. This is an opportunity to grow your love. And I'm not saying this is going to be easy. This is not going to be easy, but try to look within and find that love, and try to beam it out of your heart towards the person or situation that's causing this trouble. That's what I get for just right now. That doesn't mean that's the reading on this forever, but they're like, this is an opportunity.
Well, I got something very interesting, and I settled with it to make sure that that was it. But what I got was a kitten playing with the ball of yarn. And I mean, it was big. So this is a message they want you to hear. It's big. And I'm like, what is this? It's playing, it's batting, and rolling over on its belly and its back and chasing its tail. And they said it's playfulness. They're telling me to embrace playfulness. Let go and do the things that bring you joy. Do the things that make you laugh. Watch funny movies. Be playful with each other. Let go of the seriousness of the situation, and the love will settle it. It'll settle it. So be playful. Think about that kitten. And I believe that what they were telling me was that the playfulness will embellish the love. I hope that helps.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. Moving right along. I wanted to put up ladies or yeah. Her scary encounter. Lady Soul had a scary encounter of La Llorona. And it was outside of my house. The window was wide open and no one heard her. She was wailing so loud and no one heard her. I'm not really familiar with La Llorona. Maybe you can tell us a little more about her, but that is exciting. That sounds like a wonderful experience.
Was it recently?
Let's see what she says.
Wow, it's like a different dimension. It's like it's a different dimension, and I think it may be even between dimensions. I think you're in between. I think that she was in between dimensions.
The weeping woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's really cool.
And for some reason, I'm being reminded of my story with the Buddha, where the Buddha has a friend named Mara who always is negative about everything. Like, oh, that's so horrible. We can't do that. You can't do that, or whatever. And Buddha asked Mara to sit beside him because he felt so bad for her. So I don't think hearing this wailing woman was negative. I believe that it was to help you reach out towards La Llorona, but to extend some of your love towards her. Yeah. Having pity on a woman who's crying, who only sees the bad in the world right now. Yeah.
Oh,
I think in some way, Terry, that is so funny. Terry Lee, you do that every time.
I
It's so
don't.
funny.
If they're messing with me, I don't know. Maybe
It
it's.
wouldn't be a Friday night if that didn't happen.
Oh. I'm just floating out into the ether, and I float back. Okay, well, thank you so much for that, Lady Soul. That's interesting.
Well,
Oh,
did
wait,
you want
more
did you want
information
to
here.
share it? Oh, okay.
There
Let
we go.
Okay.
Oh, okay, now I am kind of remembering. I have heard that before.
Oh.
Oh, and I have to say, isn't it interesting that there are so many legends and stories that were told to keep children in line? You ever notice that?
Mhm.
I went to Canyon Duche, and they have a big spire that comes right up out of the canyon, and it's Spider Woman Rock, and that the children were told not to be out late at night because the Spider Woman would come, scoop you up, and take you to the top of
Mm.
Spider Woman Rock. So, yeah, pretty interesting.
But isn't that funny? Oh, go
I
ahead.
was thinking that sounds exciting. As a kid, I'd probably go do it. So
Well, it's an amazing looking rock, man. It'd probably be pretty cool to be up there, but I don't know what she did after that. So,
But that is funny that I felt like she was between dimensions.
yeah, that
She
is interesting.
that she hadn't quite crossed all the way over yet.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Well,
that's
they say
amazing.
that all the legends started from something that really happened or that was really true. So, fascinating. Meanwhile, back to the starred questions. Okay, next up is Lena. May I please have a message or a massage from my spirit guides? Please and thank you. Of course. Of
Hi,
course.
Miss Lena. I love your icon. I'm gonna go jump in that ocean.
Oh, yeah. That is beautiful.
I know. Miss Lena, Miss Lena.
Okay, Lena's guides. Let's see. Lena's guides.
They're showing me a woman in the 50s who is in the movies, and she's has her hand on her head and is like sort of being dramatic and drama, and like she's acting and overacting, and she has her hand on her head, almost like Scarlett and Rhett Butler, where Scarlett says, "Oh," you know. And what they're meaning by that is to don't get sucked into the drama, to keep your perspective at a higher, more elevated perspective on the issues. Understand that these are sort of like thought forms and emotions that just need to play out. You're watching people behave in a way that is sort of like, and almost like it's a play. That's what they're telling me is that it's all drama, and it's not, don't get yourself involved, entangled. They're saying, pull yourself out and watch, be the observer of what's the dynamic that's going on. And it is not your drama to get involved with, to get entangled with. It is for you to observe and to learn. It's almost observe and to learn.
wow, it's funny because these things tend to we get the bounce, and I immediately saw the Beverly Hillbillies. And I'm like, oh, what's this? What's going on here? And again, they're just reinforcing that message. Don't get caught up in the drama. Remember, the drama was that they had become wealthy and the banker wanted them to be one thing, but they were who they were. And what I'm getting from this is that you have great spiritual treasure in this life that is going to be revealed to you as time goes on. It may look like not that much is happening. It may look like it's just drama happening around you, and maybe you're part of the drama. Maybe you're Ellie Mae, or or Granny, because Granny keeps showing up in this. But they're showing that there's that there's much deepness here, a lot of depth that you're not quite seeing yet, but you will see it, and you will learn to appreciate and love this spiritual depth around you and in you.
Wow.
She already has it. She already has that. You know
Beautiful.
that you see things differently. You know that you can feel things. You know that what you're seeing and what you're feeling, you're like, why are all these people not seeing this? You know, you feel this difference. Yeah, that was good, Terri.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful, ladies. The first thing I got was I was hearing that it was something from the past. So either this drama is coming from a past relationship, and it doesn't have to be man and woman. Something from the past. The drama is from the past. And what they were giving to me was the light within you has the ability to shine on this situation and take it in a different direction, that you can manifest goodness in your life and only goodness, and not waste time. They're saying, don't waste time. There's so many things ahead of you. Shine your light on the situation and realize that it's in the past. And they really stress that past to me, like, move on. It's going to be okay. So there you go. Thank you for your question. Hi, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Oh, everything's going to be okay. Ron is here. So good to see you, Ron. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your question, Lena. It was a pleasure to read for you. All right. So I'm looking. Somebody come up and tell me another Halloween story. I would love to have one. In the meantime, we'll go to the next starred question. And that's from Nancy Riker. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Nice to have you with us today. Everybody wants to talk to the guides. Let's see. Let's see what Nancy's guides have to say.
Nancy, they're showing me your crown chakra is highly activated. It's almost like you've been um, activating your crown chakra, and that there's energies that are developing. I'm not sure if you're doing meditation, if you're doing sort of like chakra work and things like this, and you've been and so they're just showing me there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of opening, and there's a lot of strengthening or abilities with this crown chakra. and they're just reminding me that it's very important that one chakra is wonderful, but when they're all balanced at the same hum, at the same frequency, at the same vibration, then it makes all of them stronger. Like if you can have one that's strong, that's like 50%, but when you get all of them, then this is working at 100%. Like by itself, it's almost like towing the line. It's almost like working so hard for all the others just to get this one going. And they're saying, make sure you balance everything all the way down, all the way up. Make sure you balance everything so that this can work at the highest capacity and without so much effort. It's almost like it eases it. It makes it happen faster, quicker, almost like it's supporting that crown chakra. Interesting. That's what I have. Any you girls?
Go
ahead, Terri.
I'm seeing a lot of pink on my stage, and Terri Lee would always say pink means love. So yeah. I'm seeing like the whole, so this is going to have to be sorted out a little bit by you as well, Nancy. I'm seeing your whole stage almost like filled with pink cotton balls, like to the top practically. And then a big pink flamingo comes wading through. A big pink flamingo.
I love it.
And it dips its head into the pink water, and it shows me how tall it is and how graceful. And what I'm kind of getting to know from this is that, you know, what flamingos do is they dip their beak into the water and they filter out all the water, and they keep the little pink crustaceans that help make them pink. Actually, they're food. And I'm getting this, you know, keep the best and get rid of the rest. Don't waste a moment worrying about that. Maybe as you're filtering these things out, that you might need these things. Whatever you need, they will bring to you again. So just right now, be very discerning. Filter the things you're experiencing or learning. Keep what resonates with you, and let go of the rest. And there must be a lot of love because it's all pink. So
it's all love, baby. Well, I have to say, your guys were so creative with me. I think that they communicated to me a very complicated situation in a way that I immediately reacted to. What I saw was the merry-go-round on the playground. You know, the one with the bars that you hold on to, right? And I saw it spinning and spinning, and that feeling of you're on the merry-go-round thing and everybody's spinning it probably faster than you would like, and you're hanging on to the bars, and then you get dizzy, and you get really dizzy. And what do? Right? Kids aren't going to stop for you. That's immediately the feeling I had, because boy, I remember that quite well. And how you would deal with it would be sit down on the merry-go-round and hang on, and you wouldn't get as dizzy. So it ties in to exactly what Jane and Terri are saying, and is that you've got a lot going on right now. And what I heard after I got that concept, that there's so many things going on right now, that to sit in your power. Sit in your power. You know, when we were in psychic classes, ladies, remember that Kim would always, have a meditation occasionally where you just sit in the power. And I always thought that was so cool. It would give me such a good vibe to just feel all of the things around me that were working in my life and that were changing my life and my perception and my ability to sift things out and understand things in a different way. And that's exactly what I felt for you, Nancy. So sit in your power. Sit in your power. That's a good reading. I like it, ladies. It fit. I kind of got a little dizzy. I seriously just had that. That thing used to terrify me. And I don't know why I would get back on it again, because you'd get on it and then all the boys would come like, and they try to spin you off. That was a death machine. I can't even believe that was ever on a playground, but we all survived apparently. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to a starred question. Still looking for another Halloween experience out there. I know somebody has something, or maybe something spooky, or maybe something mysterious. Okay, here we go. Emerald Buddha. Hi, Emerald Buddha. I would love a message from Spirit Team. I like that, Spirit Team. Speaking of icons, I love that one too. Gorgeous.
Well, Emerald Beauty, they have shown me the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen. They're on my stage. They're like in a fort, like, brown logs making a fort. They're up on the ramparts. They're dressed like Halloween. They're dressed like I don't Thanksgiving people, kind of, with big black hats and lots of orange. It's very, black, orange, and purple colors. Very, and they're looking at you over the rampart and then throwing candy at you, and then ducking a little and throwing. I think what they're saying here, they are trying to teach you something. You are resisting a bit. They're throwing candy at you and you are not receiving it like candy. So, wow, I hope that makes sense, that they're trying to help you, but it doesn't really feel like it to you. So, try to catch it. Try to catch a little candy.
I'm just getting they do refer back to nature quite often, and they are reminding me to, or they're reminding you to focus in on nature, focus in on the miracle of growth, and the miracle of, like, the seed goes into the dark soil and all of the energy that goes into that seed. And when the seed first emerges, and how the first growth emerges from the seed and pushes its way up through the soil, they're showing me this miracle of nature, the miracle of renewal, the miracle of birth and regrowth. And they're just asking that you pay attention to the simplistic basics and of nature, and allow nature to teach you, and just to observe and to contemplate, and allow this portion, this minute action of nature to inspire you. For some reason, they want you to focus in on this.
Wow. Well, it's interesting. First thing I heard and saw at the same time was the view from the mountaintop. And I felt like I was sitting in this on this mountain in a lush forest, like Amazon, like right? Just gorgeous, lush forests. And on this mountaintop and viewing this entire valley below me and seeing it as a whole, that all of the life there was connected, and yet at the same time, seeing each individual flower. I am not sure what this means in your life right now, but I'm going to listen just a second. They're saying to dive into your ability to see the connection of everything and yet the minute details of situations that come to you. It's just beautiful. And they're talking about you reaping rewards of your journey. Reaping the rewards of your journey. Ooh, gave me chills. Very nice. Ooh, that was pretty too. Thank you, ladies. Wow. Okay. Oh, yay. Thank you. Here we go. Purette says, my husband went door to door with the kids. The lady that came at the door had a robe, and when she bent, oh dear, to get the candles, her robe opened. And my husband, gentleman he is, looked and said, thank you. Oh, I love it. I love it. That's beautiful, Purette. Thank you. That's
spooky.
Cookie. It is spooky. He restrained his screams. Wow. Okay. All right. So LR72, I don't think I'm familiar with you. Welcome. And yes, we are happy to read for you today. All right. We're tapping into more guides, ladies.
R72.
LR. Okay, I'm going to jump in, ladies, because it's here and I need to get it out. I see someone rolling the dice. I don't know what they're saying about this, but they're like maybe you're okay. Now I'm I'm seeing someone rolling the dice, and I'm hearing you're feeling lucky, and that's a good thing. You are ready for all the exciting things that are ahead of you. And you're feeling lucky. I don't know if you're choosing or exploring or taking chances on things that maybe you didn't take chances on before, but that's the message that I'm getting, is that they're very, very pleased that you have released perhaps some of your fears and some of the things that you thought maybe wouldn't ever happen to you are possible right now. Ooh, I'm getting chills. They're they're very pleased with this change in your life, and they want you to go forward and enjoy each day like a brand new day with possibilities everywhere. Ooh, wow. Whew. Had to get that out.
They're coming on strong tonight. They're coming on strong. Go ahead, Terri.
Well, I feel like I almost saw the same thing, just different imagery. So on my stage, I saw gray drawings, gray pencil drawings of past lives, like dreary old England, having to work so hard to keep hearth and home together. They're just people trudging forward in this vision. But on the horizon is this beautiful sunrise, just beautiful sunrise, just so pretty, so many colors. It goes from this colorless world to this very colorful world. And I think that it's exactly what Terri Lee said. They're so pleased with the growth you've made, that you've trudged through the past, you've trudged through the um, colorless, spiritualist spirituality that you probably learned in church. You know, that
Maybe that's it.
the right word, that where they've just wrung all the happiness right out of it. And you are facing happiness, you're facing color and beauty, and they're encouraging you to keep moving, keep going towards it, because that's your destiny, that's your life, that you deserve that. You've worked very hard for that.
Wow.
Don't be afraid, keep going.
Wow, that was really great. You guys, that was really good. So LR72, what I was feeling for you, and I say feeling because my it's called the high heart, and it's not the heart chakra and it's not the throat chakra. It's right in between. It's this high heart, and I had a vibrational sensation, almost like a harmonic. It's the two, which is absolutely beautiful. And what I also saw was a drum, the type that is a natural um, animal hide with, you know, the ties on the back, that you would hang on to the ties on the back. And what I felt was like the resonance, the harmony, the the sound reverberance of that drum. And I felt that here, and I felt as though you are connecting with your own soul's vibration, and you are raising your own vibration. And they're just showing me the vibration of the drum and the vibration of the harmonic between your throat chakra and your heart chakra. It's called the high heart, and it's just so beautiful, the harmonic resonance that I feel in there. And I feel as though this is something that you are realizing, that you are feeling the connection and the ability to send healing, send love around the world to each other, and be in harmony with your community. I feel as though this is something that you have obtained, yet you fall back and forth into, am I really here? Oh, yes, I am. Am I really here? Oh, yes, I am. And it's where it's just the muscle that you're exercising. It's interesting. Very nice. That's what I got.
Wow. Very cool, ladies. I love it. And LR72 says, wow, such a generous reading. You ladies are wonderful. Our great pleasure. I had some really good chills on that reading. That was really fun. Okay. We're moving right along. I just want to stop
Yay!
for a second. What are you saying yay about?
It's happy Halloween. It's Friday.
I was just
I
going
want
to
to
say,
keep celebrating.
and it's so great to see everybody chatting in the chat. It's nice. We're having a good time tonight. Okay, so we're moving along, and unstar a couple here. And Mama Bear would like a reading. Yeah, a message from Spirit.
Hi, Mama Bear.
Good time to get a message from Spirit right now. Right?
I love her new little Mama Bear icon after her name, Mama Bear.
That's cute. All right.
They're showing me very tall angels, very tall spirit guides walking beside you, and they're like 14 feet tall. And you have this strength. They are giving you this strength. They are watching over you, and they are they're let me just see what they want. But I just saw them, and they are. It's almost like you feel this strength come on, and then you're like, okay, where did they go? And then you feel this strength come on, and it's sort of like that ebb and flow that they love to remind me about. Let me just see what it is that they're supporting you and have your back. They're just saying it takes a village. They're saying that every day is a challenge. They're saying that, sometimes just getting out of the house is a challenge. Sometimes just, dealing with finding something to wear is a challenge. Sometimes they're showing me that you are you're fighting and conquering these challenges, these each and every day small battles that we have to overcome and that we have to fight through and muster through. And they're saying that you have their support, their strength to just sort of like bat it away, like whack-a-mole, just whack them down, whack them down. And they're saying that you're doing a great job, and that you don't let up. You don't let up. You see and feel that there's the other side, the other an end to it, a resolve to it. And they're just loving your absolute tenacity. That's all I'm getting right now. If there's any more, I'll let you know.
Well, they kind of showed me, I kind of went on a little journey just to look at what they showed me. And part of it is your name, Mama Bear, suddenly made me think of the Mama Bear hormones you have right after you've given birth. And then as they took me to the stage, then they showed me an image of Mary, Mary, the mother of Jesus. But they're showing it to me in a Latin candle. You know those candles that they have Mary on it? And then there's this light surrounding her, and it's like little, it almost looks like a clamshell of some sort, kind of, but it's the beams of light going out. And what they're telling me is that you kind of possess this Mother Mary energy, and they are protecting you with these beams of light, that you're sending these beams of light out. But they're showing to me like protection as well, that it protects you as you're doing your work. And they're very pleased with the work you're doing. They're very, they're showing me that this is very protective of your spiritual energy too, as well as your emanating spiritual energy. So that's kind of cool.
Nice. Beautiful. Well, Mama Bear, what I got immediately was seeing you with a megaphone. And what they spoke to me about was, don't be afraid to ask out loud. Talk to us. Ask us out loud what you need, because what that helps you do is know what you need, know what you're asking for. Because I got that same feeling, like you're very tough. You've got this tenacity. You're very strong, and you stand strong. But you've got a team that works with you. You have the ability to hear them in your heart, and you also have the ability to see the signs that pull you forward. They're showing me that they're pulling you forward, pulling you through. But don't forget to ask out loud. And when you do, listen, let your heart listen to what you are saying, so that you allow yourself to have needs, to have requests. And you are greatly loved. Ooh, got chills on that one too.
That was beautiful.
Oh,
Tied it up like a bow.
wow, ladies. I'm so enjoying these lovely, lovely readings today. Okay. And next up, we're rolling. You all good? Need a drink of water or anything, girls?
I did forget my drink, but I'm good. I'm good. I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. The next one is from Cat Mama Meow.
Hey,
Hi, Cat
cat mama.
Mama. What do I need to know today? That's interesting because earlier today I did a card reading for myself today to say every once in a while I like to stop and do a card reading like that or a meditation saying, am I missing something? What do I need to know today? So thank you for your question.
So what I'm hearing right away, Cat Mama, is that you matter and that you are an important, integral part of this society, of this community. That you are, your voice carries far, and your heart and your love travels wide. Um, it's you. You you are a very important part of this community. They're just showing me that there's so many in a circle, and that if you weren't there, the circle would just be loose ends. But because you're there, this circle is complete, and it's solid, and it's strong. uh, but they're just saying that you matter. That's what's important for you to know today.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And they're showing me this close up, really close up of this huge golden lock. It's a lock, and it's highly carved and intricate. It's big, and it looks like it's in like an angel's hand or something because it's big. But somehow, what they're showing me, then I see your hand and a golden key. You have the key to put in this lock and unlock something. You have the key to unlock something in your today, maybe in your heart. I don't know, but I see it's something valuable because it's gold. It's beautiful. But
I just felt a big hug, like a giant bear hug, it's sending you lots of love. And I'm getting messages about love your amazing self. Love your amazing self like we do. Just love your amazing self like we do. Spoil yourself, treat yourself, enjoy yourself, pat yourself on the back, do a little dance, celebrate yourself, and then just another big hug. Woo. Wow. Yeah. All right.
That's really beautiful, Cat Mama. And Terry, I think your key might be that she has the key to know what she needs to know today. Like she has the
Good.
keys. She knows how to unlock it and open that up. Is what I
yeah,
was getting to. That was
keys in
great.
Good.
front.
I
She
like
has key.
that. Okay. All right. Well, we have one more question. And we get to read someone from the other side. What an honor. Hi, Wiki. Wiki says, may I have a message from my dad, Ed? His birthday was this last week. Okay, I'll go. Um, I'm seeing, it's just, I'm feeling just that vibration of sweetness, like from a very sweet man. Uh, He's got a plaid cotton shirt on, and his pants are slacks, and they're pulled up kind of high, and he's got his hand on his hip, and I think he was telling me something about a hat, but I'm trying to visualize this hat. I don't see it. But what he said clearly to me was, "Were you wondering if I was going to show up?" And he seems to be very, very playful and very fun and very loving. And he's saying, "I enjoy watching you dance through this life with all your mystical, magical fun, my girl." You you are moving forward with such light and love that you bless all those around you. And we are so very proud. And then he's kind of showing me you dancing, and he's showing you with some flowers, and you're dancing and just throwing your flowers and love and light all around you. I'm always with you. Okay. Ooh.
So I saw Ed on my stage as well. And he's not quite as verbose, but he has flowers, just like he's got a bouquet of flowers. And the piece of the flowers is like a candy cane rose. You know, the ones that's like white and red and white, and he's recalling the sweetness of life with you. He's recalling the holidays. He's recalling, you know, all the fun things you guys got to do, and, you know, apologizing a little bit for the non-fun things. But then as I was looking at the bouquet kind of grew a little, and then it's got like little leaves and acorns and all those very very kind of foresty things. And I think he's reminding me of the kind of you have kind of a magical connection with nature.
Oh.
And really he's showing that, you know, he's kind of claiming that came from him a little bit. And that's okay. That's okay. However you got it, it doesn't matter. But he's proud of you. He loves you. And yeah, that's what I got.
Very nice, girls. Well, so Vicky, does blue cotton candy mean something to you? It came through pretty strong. So the feeling I'm getting from Ed is that he was quite laid back, very gentle, very soft spoken, very gentle, and sort of like very cooperative. Like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, you could do it. Yeah. Like he was just like, whatever you want, just go ahead. Yeah, like sort of, he was kind of really laid back and very cooperative and very soft spoken and gentle. And he's showing me that he's very relaxed, and he likes to be comfortable, sort of like I see him like out in a backyard where there is like a postage stamp of concrete, and then a small yard around it. But he liked to sit out there, and he liked to be comfortable out there, and he would almost be outside on a lawn chair with his socks and sandals on, socks and sandals, or socks and slippers, sort of, and then with his shorts on. And he's just showing me that he just liked to be comfortable. He liked to be laid back, and he would be like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like he would just always be agreeable, soft spoken, very, very kind, gentle, and so he showed me the cotton candy, and I asked him for something, ball cap, no doubt. I don't see anything. What did she say? Nothing from the cotton candy. I asked him for something for you to validate, and he showed me this really beautiful powder blue cotton candy. Yes, very easygoing to a T. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know about that cotton candy. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So the message from your dad is that he's okay. That's what he's doing on the other side. He's in his either easy chair or lawn chair with his socks and his slippers and his shorts on, and he's, if you need something, he'll like jump up right away and get it for you. Like, oh, don't get the door, I'll get the door for you, sort of. But he's just so sweet, so
Yeah.
genuine, so
Very
gentle.
sweet.
Yeah,
Mhm.
really. And this is what he's doing on the other side.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wonderful. That's great. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, that's the last one. So maybe we should wrap it up here, ladies. We are at a little past an hour. Wow. There was no doubt today that everything came through so strong and just so vibrant. So I want to encourage everybody out there during this season, spend a little time, have a chat with those on the other side. Just sit down, talk out loud, take a walk, invite them to come in and give you messages or show you something, or perhaps create something that would happen to you that would let you know that that's them communicating with you. So keep your eyes peeled if you do it, and be ready for those messages because they will come through. I just definitely felt the veil was definitely thin today, wasn't it? Do you feel that way, ladies?
Yes, I do. And in fact, I just kind of got the little hit. If you're going on a long drive, invite them to come with you. Invite them
Yeah.
with
Oh, yeah.
you, and just talk to them a little bit.
Yeah. That's great. That's how I healed everything with my father after he passed. I just take a long drive on a country road and we worked it out. Yeah. That's great advice.
Yeah, I think what they've been telling me lately, and what they're reiterating now, is to connect to your soul's vibration here. That
Mhm.
this is where you will feel a lot of the messages come through. They give you sort of like a feeling, like a gut feeling, or like a nudge, or like a sort of like a pressure or a persistence, or sometimes I feel like they're tapping me on the shoulder or something, like, okay, like sort of like an urgency. They'll give you a feeling. Don't dismiss that feeling that you get. This is them communicating with you through your own body. Get in tune with your body, get in tune with that soul's vibration. They
Yeah.
are right here. They're not somewhere far out in another galaxy. Some of them are, but not the ones. Right here is where you want to start. This is where the connection is. And this is where they'll be talking to you. So listen to those nudges. Listen to that
Yeah.
that vibration.
Mhm.
Well, I know one.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know one thing I'm going to do is I love this idea of the De los Muertos, celebrating that by bringing their pictures around, things that they
Mhm.
like. I'm going to do that.
Good, good. Give it a try. I highly recommend it. And we gather the grandchildren with us, and so we tell wonderful stories. Maybe we've missed a story or two, and we'll think of something, and it just helps keep them close to our heart. And they definitely show up. They definitely do. I just want to say thank you to everyone in the chat today. Your energy was very apparent to us. We could feel it, and it was wonderful and joyful. I just want to encourage you to keep seeking, keep letting your love expand, and enjoy life. Enjoy the things around you that give you joy, and share those things with the ones you love. Ladies, as always, it was mystical and magical and wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so now we got to say goodbye. You are loved beyond measure, and we'll see you next time.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Terri.